There is no technological innovation. What there is a loss of freedom, a dictatorial centralized government, and ultimately nothing but poverty and poor economic performance. That's why I say the stakes are so high that we maintain the President's policies which reward success and promote free enterprise. And that's why I say we have to fight cognitively with the actual facts that are going on.
Well, let me just ask you real quickly on that. You've been all over the world. The trip to India most recently, I mean, everyone in America is like spellbound by the reception that the president had and all of you had. We have this concern over the virus that started in China that everyone has a certain degree of concern about. It's not the socialist countries that are leading the way to solving the problems. You've been all over the world. We can't find an example of that, right? It's almost always America.
Well, I'll go even further than that, because socialism is one end of the pendulum. But even if you look at countries, G7 countries, when we were in Davos, the American economy, our GDP growth rates, were the envy of the developed world, not only the developing world. So it's been fascinating to see that our policy agenda, our economic policy agenda around tax cuts that enable companies to be competitive in a global economy and invest in productivity in their workforce, deregulation, all of these things coming together, energy independence, has made America an outlier amongst the developed world. And really a source of envy in that regard. So I think even when the pendulum is less far left than socialism, we're seeing that our macro policies are achieving the desired goal that everyone wants, which is decreasing income inequality. So there's a lot of talk about inequality, but this president's policies, because more people are working before, because wages are rising, and because they're disproportionately rising for the lower income earners, income inequality is decreasing for the first time in over 12 years. Because the policies are working. And just at the beginning of it. So to Larry's point, we need more time to solidify this foundation and then to build upon the foundation, to create the type of permanence to this extraordinary comeback that we believe is in its infancy.
But again,
can you tell Larry used to have his own show? It's so good at this. We might need you to stay the rest of the afternoon.
let's have it out. Really. Let's look at the facts. Let's look at history. Let's not forget, I was a Reagan Cub Scout and years ago working for President Reagan. He believed we could defeat Soviet communism. Nobody else did. He was right. The rest of the world was wrong. Okay? He knew that these socialist command and control, repressive regimes always fail. They never succeed. And like President Trump, President Reagan understood the importance of success and rewards and incentives and growth. And we're running supply-side policies, and they are working. We need more time. Frankly, another 4 years would be just lovely. Thank God. Growth solves a lot of problems. Growth solves a lot of problems, and you're not going to be able to generate growth if you just sit around all day figuring out ways to tax it and regulate it.
Well, let's ask folks. I mean, this is something that I've experienced going around the country. I ask you a question. In this audience, who is doing better financially today than they were 4 years ago? Jared was just here and talked about the fact that I think conservatives are very practical. Are your economic policies working? Or are they causing human misery? These are working.
And very happy, right?
Yes, very happy.
This is a happy for you.
This is such a good point.
Hey, Ivanka, tell the people of Davos, the people of CPAC are very happy, okay? Very happy.
Davos is a very strange place. I would just think, growth makes people happier. I don't want to lose that thought. And there's been a lot written about that, and there's a lot of sociology studies on it. That's a really important point.
And I'm sure you talked about this with Jared as well, but we've discussed a few of the policy areas that have helped facilitate growth. But these new trade deals have been extraordinary. And this really was the Trump vision. This was the Trump doctrine that he has not only executed upon, but is proving to be correct. USMCA is the largest trade deal in history, delivering on the president's pledge to rip up NAFTA and to create a trading relationship in our hemisphere that benefits American workers. So we are incredibly excited. And when you think about the fact and why we're so bullish on the future, we are seeing an unprecedented boom. And USMCA really hasn't kicked into effect yet.
I mean, we may be on the verge of the biggest export in 40 or 50 years, which almost all the so-called mainstream economists have not filtered into their models, which is one reason why, once we get through this virus business, etc., the President's American Plan for Free Enterprise, I love to call it, the President's Rewarding of Success, you know, it can generate much more rapid growth than anyone thinks possible. We shouldn't give up any hope on that at all. And you're not going to get there with a $100 trillion spending program. You're not going to get there by taxing every single person. Look, those folks on the stage in those debates in certain cities that we've been watching, I prefer Netflix, but I watch them. They want to tax rich people, they want to tax businesses, they want to tax middle class people, that's what they're talking about. They want to tax your retirement wealth. They want to tax financial markets. This is not good. This will not work. So it's important, and I say what I said a year ago. I don't want to be snarky. I don't even want to be political. We will have it out this year. America versus socialism. President Trump's model of free enterprise versus socialism. History proves time and again that socialism is a loser. And what all the president's going to do is show us why America is going to continue to be and will be an even greater winner. We like winners, not losers.
We were talking backstage, and what happens at CPAC is you all just sign up. Just sign up on your own, which is the way the private system should work. You decide whether you're going to come or not come, and just randomly every year, 50% of the attendees are in college or in high school. So the biggest group of conservatives is filled, chock full, with the beautiful patchwork of all different kinds of there you go. And you don't feel the burn. You know that, okay? There's no burning going on here, okay? But Ivanka, with all this work you're talking about, the opportunities in the labor market, the ways in which we all have to be entrepreneurial with our own careers and our own lives, what's your message to all these young people who are just here, Larry, an unending assault of a negative news coverage about how terrible America is and how awful this administration is. What's your message to these young people?
Well, first of all, we are blessed, every single one of us, to live in this country today. And we should feel that every single day. Too many people have sacrificed too much and sacrificed so much at this very moment for us not to feel that blessing and that privilege. And as the president has said, and I wholeheartedly agree, the best is yet to come, folks. So to all the millennials, to all the audience, the best is yet to come. We are creating an economic opportunity for all Americans that will allow you to seize your dreams. We're not going to be able to provide them, but we can create the playing field that enables you to realize your success. And that's what it's all about.
And remember this, maybe the final point, I know you've got others to talk to, but when you're strong at home, you're strong abroad. And President Trump's economic growth plans have given America back its #1 place in the world as the world's leader. No matter what the papers may say, the reality is the other countries always look to us. When we go off on the wrong track, the rest of the world goes off on the wrong track. When we go back on the right track, and the rest of the world starts to shape up. It's not easy. President Trump has already remade the entire world strategic position for America around the globe. He has remade it. They won't give him credit for it, but history will. And once again, the doctrine here is freedom and rewarding success and individual enterprise and using all of our God-given creative talents. And I actually still believe the Lord loves free enterprise.
And you know what else? I don't think God's done blessing America. I have to do it.
I will say, just to dovetail off of that for a moment, this approach to embracing free enterprise, embracing the opportunity for all people to contribute to a nation's success is something that this president has taken not only in our domestic policy, but in our foreign policy. He launched the first ever all-of-government initiative that seeks to empower women in the developing world. We give a lot of money, and he talks about this a lot, in development assistance, that never realizes the goal, so sadly, of achieving the end result, which is self-reliance. Why is that? Because nobody's asking countries to make the hard structural reforms that will enable them to thrive. So in creating this initiative, he said, we're very proud of our legacy of being the world's most generous country, but we expect reforms to be taken so that women can fully and freely participate in your economies. They have the ability to access institutions. They have the ability to buy, own, and inherit land. Most people would not believe that in 75 countries around the world, there's at least one law in place that prohibits women from buying, owning, or inheriting property. That 2.7 billion women globally in a lot of countries that we offer development assistance to aren't allowed to work in the same industries as men, oftentimes the predominant industries in those countries. Agriculture, construction, water management. So he's taking this economic freedom approach into our foreign policy as well, and saying that we expect reforms, and we're going to ask you for them. So we believe in this wholeheartedly at home and abroad, and we'll export these American values in all that we do.
I think we should summarize this conversation by saying, I think what you're both saying is we got to keep America great. Thank you all for honoring us by coming to see that.
And keep winning.
That's right.